cannot wait to get my new office so I can start doing my videos on the floor. Oh my gosh. But you know what? I could have easily kept making this excuse like, y'all, I can't give out content video because I'm on my floor, I don't have my setup. But you know what? Y'all still gonna get this content, floor and all, and I'm gonna do the best that I can, okay? All right. Hey there, beautiful people out there, it's me again. So in today's Motherhood Monday episode, we're going to talk about something that is pretty touchy, but I don't know, I felt led to talk about this. You guys, this is my video to-do list pad. Like I write all my ideas, my blog posts, and all that down. And y'all, I have so many videos that I've been trying to do and trying to get out to you guys, like more routine videos. I want to do a clean my car with me video, just different videos, and but I'm gonna get them done for you. I'm not gonna make any more excuses. I'm just gonna get her done. And this is one of the videos that I've been wanting to do for a while, so we're going to do it today. So as you can see from the title, we're going to talk about how I conceived after having a miscarriage, and I guess some tips to help you if you are going through that or you have experienced that. Just share some things that worked for me, I guess. If you guys don't know, I had a miscarriage last March, and it was like a tough time. Like, I mean, I've been through some stuff. But with this miscarriage, I felt like I took it harder because it was a life, you know, a life was involved, and I don't know, it was a really dark time for me. You know, we made it through and it was just all part of our testimony. Then July, I found out I was pregnant again, and fast forward to this March, my baby boy made his debut, and he is here, he is healthy. It's just so amazing. I was 9 weeks when I miscarried last March. Then fast forward to this March, I had my baby. So I just want to talk about that today. If you haven't seen my miscarriage video on my vlogging channel, you can go check it out. I can link it here. But a few people were asking how do miscarriages happen, and honestly there isn't a specific reason as to why they happen. Like, there's like an unknown, nobody really knows the reason why it happened. But from a scientific standpoint, they say that the chromosomes were abnormal, and pretty much the chromosomes, you know, are your genetics. You know, you're gonna be a male, female, blase blase. Something's just abnormal within the genetics, the chromosomes, that the fetus cannot live anymore. They can't survive with abnormal chromosomes. From a scientific standpoint, that most miscarriages happen because of a genetic, you know, abnormality or whatever. From a spiritual standpoint, I feel like sometimes it's in God's hands. You know, he's the controller of life and death. I feel like sometimes it happens because it's just not the right time. Sometimes as women, we beat ourselves up because we think it's our fault. Oh my gosh, I shouldn't have drank that. Oh my gosh, I shouldn't have eaten that. I shouldn't have been working out. If I would have known I was pregnant, or I shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't have went kayaking. We beat ourselves up because we think it's our fault, when it's not our fault. It's just something that is way out of our control. I've seen this happen where when these things happen, a bigger blessing comes, and it may not be the baby at that moment, but another blessing comes into play. From experiencing my own, you know, miscarriage, I felt like when that happened, after it happened, I ended up, you know, receiving other blessings that I didn't know, you know, I was gonna have. Had I been pregnant, I would not have went to Costa Rica and gone zip lining, horseback riding, because those are things I've always wanted to do. They're on my bucket list. And if I was pregnant, I would not have been able to do those things. You know, 2 months after my miscarriage, you know, I was able to do that and stuff like that, and it was really fun. So had I been pregnant, I wouldn't have experienced that. So sometimes I feel like, you know, it's just not the right times. In the end of the day, God's in control, and he knows our beginning to the end. So you may not know why, but trust and believe that God knows why. A few things that I did differently. I started eating healthier after I had my miscarriage. My body was just going through a whole lot, so I had to, you know, try to change up my diet and stuff like that. So I just cut back on a lot of stuff, a lot of sugars, a lot of bad things that I was eating. I mean, I wasn't like on a strict diet, like I wasn't going, you know, vegan or anything. But even though I said I was going to do the vegetarian thing, might be a while before I do that. It's all about changing your eating habits and making sure that you're putting good stuff and nutritional stuff in your body, so that way you feel good, you look good, and you know, when your body's ready to produce that baby, it goes about really well. Also, another thing that I did was I took prenatal pills. Like once I was cleared and everything, I knew that we wanted to try again, but I didn't know when exactly we were going to try again. But when the thought of, you know, just knowing that, okay, I'm cleared, I'm done bleeding and stuff like that, I started taking prenatal pills. And I don't know if you guys know, but they suggest if you're trying to have a baby, you need to be taking prenatal pills before you get pregnant. You know, prenatals are really good for your body or whatever, so you need to be taking those prenatal pills so that way your body, you know, is getting ready and you're already putting the healthy stuff in your body, so that way once the baby comes, the baby's gonna be, you know, this baby's gonna be good. Definitely take your prenatals before you try to have a baby, because that actually helps. I took my prenatals before I was pregnant, I took my prenatals while I was pregnant, and I'm still taking it while I'm breastfeeding. I've been popping my pills for a long time now, but I love taking my prenatal pills. So if that's something that you haven't done and you're trying, definitely do it. I will do a blog post on my favorite prenatals, because I have my certain favorite ones that I use, but I will tell you that I love one-a-days. I love one-a-days. One-a-days are amazing. And if I'm not mistaken, either one-a-day or Similac, they have a prenatal where you can, it's specifically made for people who are trying to conceive. And also they have a male prenatal, so that way in case it's the male who's having issues, you know, producing or whatever, he can go ahead and take his prenatal pill to kind of, you know, help out and all that. So definitely get some prenatal pills if you have not already. And another thing that I did was I just stopped worrying, and I stopped obsessing, and I just stopped stressing about having a baby. In our case, we wanted another baby, but we weren't like obsessing or like stressing ourselves out to have a baby. Like we just wanted it, you know, we just let it happen. So when it did happen, it's like yay, but then it ended up in a loss. Once we wanted to try again after our miscarriage, we just said, you know what, it is what it is. Like, I mean, we're gonna do, you know, we're gonna do what we do. So if it happens, it happens. But if it doesn't, you know what, life's gonna go on. You know, we still have our family unit, we still have Maddie. So regardless of what happens, we're gonna be good. But we knew our heart's desire was to have an extra baby, specifically a boy, because we always wanted a boy and a girl. It's crazy because as soon as I had my miscarriage, it seemed like everybody popped up pregnant. Like it's like everybody just popped up pregnant. Like people that I follow on YouTube and Instagram, they announced their pregnancies and this and that, and I'm sitting here like, yo, what? You know, and I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I mean, like I was happy for them, don't get me wrong, I'm always happy for people and their blessings, but inside I kind of felt like, dang, like everybody was pregnant and I'm over here bleeding my guts. I don't check people's uterus. Like that's why I feel like we have to be careful when it comes to asking or wanting people to be pregnant, because you just never know people's situation. You don't know their story, you don't know their struggle. You know, people are dealing with infertility, you know, issues and stuff like that. So we have to be mindful about asking, but I had to check myself because I don't know what they've been, you know, some people have shared their miscarriage, some people have shared their, you know, infertility journey, so like that. But I had to like check myself and realize like, dang, you know, I'm happy for them because obviously they went through some hard times to end up with this blessing. We do more harm to our bodies than we realize. We're stressing ourselves out because we want to make sure we're doing it on this day, or you know, we're tracking everything, we're taking all these tests. We don't realize how much stress and pressure we're putting on our bodies because we want this blessing so bad. So I had to just literally, not just say it, but think it, believe it, and wholeheartedly be patient until the time was right. And when I literally, like I said, everybody was popping up pregnant after I lost my baby, but I was happy. I watched the journeys, and then all of a sudden, boom, I end up pregnant again. So when we start stressing ourselves out, you know, taking all these tests, tracking everything, looking at our fertile days and stuff like that, and you know, doing, you know, putting pressure on ourselves and the husbands to do this and do that, this motion, you know, blah da 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 da, you know, it's a lot. It's a lot. So just take a break, take a breather, literally just literally let go and let God. Probably will be so shocked that it would happen out of nowhere. You know, I've seen it where some people, they were stressed to the point where they just gave up and they started going to fertility treatments. And as soon as they were going to get their first, you know, treatment or whatever, she found out she was pregnant. That's why, like I said, we do more harm to our bodies than we realize. So if that's you, maybe just try it. Just try it. Just try it. Once I was just like, you know what? Shoot, I'm done. I'm done thinking about it. I'm done stressing over it. I'm done worrying about it. That's when it happens. So definitely check that out. I didn't want this video to be so long, but like I said, I just felt led to talk about it, and hopefully these tips will help. Just trust God, just believe it's going to happen, and don't lose hope. Don't lose hope, but at the same time, don't stress yourself out over something that is out of your control, whether it's just not getting pregnant or you had a miscarriage. Don't beat yourself up. So just pray about it. I'm sending baby dust to all my moms to be and want to be moms. I'm sending baby dust to you, and you are in my prayer. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.